Hello students, myself Dr.Tandra will be taking school organization is role of a head in a school as a transformative leader, analysis of need and relevance of any change before institutionalizing the same and taking the team on board. So before starting with the role of the head in a school as a transformative leader, let us first understand that there are two basic categories of leadership: transactional and transformational. Transactional leaders are ordinary leaders who exchange tangible rewards for the work and loyalty of the followers, and extraordinary transformational leaders are those who are engaged with followers, focused on higher order intrinsic needs, and raise consciousness about the significance of specific outcomes and new ways in which those outcomes might be achieved. A definition of transformational leadership makes the statement more clear. Transformational leadership is a style of leadership where one or more persons engage with others in such a way that leaders and followers raise one another to higher levels of motivation and morality, given by James MacGregor Burns. Transformational leader is marked by four traits. Firstly, they are emotionally having strong intelligence, emotional intelligence. Secondly, they are willingness to take risk. Thirdly, they focus on higher purpose and have elevated thinking. Fourthly, ability to transform even as they work to transform the organization. Most authors propose that four factors or components make up the transformational leadership. These four factors are idealized influence, that means charismatic vision and behavior that inspires others to follow. Second component is inspirational motivation. That is, they have the capacity to motivate others to commit to the vision. Third factor that make up the transformational leadership is intellectual stimulation. That is, encouraging innovation and creativity among the followers. And fourthly, individualized consideration. That is, coaching to specific needs of the followers. Together, the four main dimensions of transformational leadership are independent, but they must coexist, and they are held to have an additive effect that yields performance beyond expectations. Transformational leadership has three fundamental goals. Number one, helping staff develop and maintain a collaborative professional school culture. This means staff members often talk, observe, critique, and plan together. Norms of collective responsibilities and continuous improvement encourage them to teach each other how to teach better. Transformational leaders also involve staff in collaborative goal setting, reduce teacher isolation, share leadership with others by delegating power, and actively sharing or communicating the school's norms and beliefs. The second goal of the transformational leadership is fostering teacher development. That is, it suggests that teachers' motivation for development is enhanced when they internalize goals for professional growth. And the third goal of the transformational leadership is helping teachers solve problems more effectively. That is, transformational leadership stimulates teachers to engage in new activities and put in extra efforts. Transformational leaders use practices to help staff members work smarter and not harder. Now let us see the head of the school as a transformative leader. The more the complex society gets, the more sophisticated leadership must become. Schools administrators are expected to cope with a rapidly changing world of work to be effective at their schools. This is why they require to possess abilities such as team-orientedness. They need to be strong communicators. They should be good team players, good problem solvers, change makers, and transformational leader. Transformational leadership has three basic functions. First, transformational leaders sincerely serve the needs of the others, empower them, and inspire followers to achieve great success. Secondly, they charismatically lead, set a vision, instills trust, confidence, and pride in working with them. And thirdly, with intellectual stimulation, they offer the followers of the same caliber as the leader. There are 7 dimensions of transformational leadership at schools. These are building school vision and establishing school goals, providing intellectual stimulation, providing individual support, modeling best practices and organizational values, setting high academic standard expectations, creating a productive school culture, and fostering participation in decisions. All these above components together creates an additive effect on the leaders or the head of the school to reach performance beyond expectations. Now, there are 2 terms that needs to be discussed. Taking the team on board. Now, what we mean by taking the team on board? It means to share the new ideas presented by the transformative principle with the teachers who jointly cooperates and coordinates to accomplish the goals. And the second statement, that is institutionalizing the positive changes, implies that the transformative principle presents new ideas to the teachers of the school. A decision takes place on each ideas initiated by him. Finally, a blueprint is developed after accepting the changes. All this together is a positive change. Now, let us see what is the role of the head in a school as a transformative leader. The role of the head as a transformative leader, he should focus on individual support. That means providing moral support, showing appreciation for the work of the individual staff, and taking account of their opinions. The second role that a transformative leader should focus on is the school culture. That is, promoting an atmosphere of caring and trust among the staff, setting the tone for respectful interaction with students, and demonstrating a willingness to change practices in light of new understandings. The third role of the head as a transformative leader in a school is setting the school structure or establishing a school structure. Establishing a school structure that promotes participative decision making, supporting delegation and distributive leadership, and encouraging teacher decision-making autonomy. The fourth role of the head in the school as a transformative leader is working towards the vision and goals. Working towards whole staff consensus on school priorities and communicate these to students and staff to establish a strong sense of overall purpose. The fifth role of the head is performance expectations. That is, having high expectations for students and teachers to be effective and innovative. And the last role is intellectual stimulation. That is, encouraging staff to reflect on what they are trying to achieve with students and how they are doing it. Facilitates opportunities for staff to learn from each other and models continual learning in his or her own practice. Apart from these, transformational leaders use various strategies. These are: visit each classroom every day, assist in classrooms, encourage teachers to visit one another's classes. Secondly, involve the whole staff in deliberating on school goals, beliefs, and visions at the beginning of the year. Third, help teachers to work smarter by actively seeking different interpretations. Fourth, place individual problems in the larger perspective of the whole school. Fifth, keep the group work on task, but do not impose his own perspective. Sixth, use action research teams or school improvement teams as way of sharing power. Gives responsibilities to everyone and involve all staff. Those not participating, ask them to be in charge of the committee. 7. Publicly recognize the work of the teacher or the student who have contributed to the school improvement. 8. Survey the staff often about their wants and needs. 9th, give academic freedom to the teacher. 10. Organize workshops and get teachers to share their talents with one another. 11. Let teachers know that they are responsible for all the students and not just their own classes. Thus, in order to make any organization a better performing place, administrators' transformational leadership behaviors become very important at schools as they are the dynamics of change for the society in which they operate. Thank you.